So the day we're recording this is December 14th, which means tomorrow is the first day like everybody in the league can be traded. So naturally, we're going to start off talking about trades for this episode. And as you guys can see on the screen right now, we're joined by a special guest, the Rusty Buckets. Jacob, what's up?
Hi. I every time I'm introduced on a podcast, I have no idea what to say. But
yeah, it's awkward. Yeah, just get smoke blown up your ass for a couple seconds. But yeah, so like I said, we're gonna go through all the popular teams in the news that are potentially gonna make trades, the popular names that are potentially being dangled by their teams. But before we get into that, we're gonna do what we always do, and we're gonna react to some fan hot takes. Now, Jacob, I don't know if you've ever seen these, probably not, but they range from good to bad. I got three for us to go over today.
They're hot takes for real.
Yeah. Well, it's so inconsistent.
I think today's aren't too bad.
Okay, let's see what they came out with.
The first one is from Andrew. He says that currently Jason Tatum is better than Luka Doncic.
Oh, that's a fat ass.
He's having a better season. Yeah, it's an L. No. He's having a better season, but I wouldn't say he's the better player.
I mean, his team's winning more games. I don't know if individually he's having a better season.
Yeah.
Well, Jason Tatum's defense is definitely so many miles beyond what Tatum's is. The difference playmaking there is also just as significant. While they both score buckets at a pretty similar level of efficiency as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Same volume, same efficiency. They do it differently, obviously, but both can score. One of them's a generational playmaker to the point where he's the sole engine of an entire offense.
Exactly.
And Jason Tatum quite doesn't have that factor to him.
Yeah, it's like, do you have more faith that Luka can guard adequately or that Tatum could be an elite playmaker in the playoffs? I think I'm going to lead towards Luka.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Tatum's a fine playmaker, but just if we're just talking about who's better, then you have to split those hairs. And being a generational playmaker is a lot better than being a pretty good one.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But obviously, we're talking about like the fourth versus like the fifth or sixth best player in the league, so they're close. But I think everyone's going to lean Luka a little bit.
Absolutely.
I have Luka 3 and Tatum at 5, so yeah, they're pretty close still.
Okay. Luka 3. So you have Luka above both Jokic and Embiid?
Correct.
Yeah, those are the hard debates. That's the one that keeps me up.
Embiid, it's not.
You think it's easily Luka?
Oh, really?
He sounds like he got some hot takes to fire off about Embiid. You got a hot take for
Embiid?
Okay, yeah, let it loose.
Say it.
So you're taking.
I just put out a top 50 list, so yeah.
Oh, nice. So you're taking Luka over Embiid like
at?
easily?
Like maybe 7. I don't remember actually. It might have been. I think it was 7, but it should have been 6.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I had changed my mind, but whatever.
Where's Kevin Durant in this?
I think KD was 8. I don't remember.
It's hard.
Okay.
What did people give you the most shit for? I know you remember that.
Kevin Durant?
People gave you the most shit for Kevin Durant?
Oh, I didn't actually read the comments much, so
I'm trying to smart. Clearing your mental health.
Smart. He stayed away.
I wish I was capable of the same restraint.
Especially on top 50 lists, because I made a 50 all-time and 50 current like 3 years ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm never going to do that again.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, you run out of content ideas, and here you are doing it again.
Just got to take the lumps. All right, the next one. Sawyer says that the T-Wolves won't get past the first round of the playoffs.
Them motherfuckers not even going to make the playoffs.
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah.
I am a strong believer that they're going to be not great this year, and then next year they're going to be like a 50-win team. Like, I feel like every team takes time to adjust to Rudy Gobert. And, like, you specifically, like, remember when Mike Conley went to Utah, and that first year he sucked ass? I don't know if we can curse on here. Because Marc Gasol was so fundamentally different of a big man. Where like I feel like they have to adjust to having a big man in the paint because last year they were such a heavily spaced offense.
Yeah.
They were first in 3-point attempts last year. They're middle of the pack now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a strong believer. You're right. They're gonna suck ass this year, but I'm also a strong believer that Cat and Gobert are never gonna work because Cat can't defend on the perimeter to save his life, and that's a bigger issue than Rudy Gobert's presence.
Yeah, absolutely. Something else to point out is that on top of your Mike Conley note, turns out in an interview that I watched. I think it was an interview or something like that. Anthony Edwards said that he's never played with with a big man so dominant who's like mainly does all his dirty work in the paint, like Rudy Gobert, where all of his guys have been like stretch five since college, high school, and whatever middle school level that you think is relevant.
I don't think any of middle school level is relevant.
Listen, either way, the Wolves. I disagree with you, Jacob. I think they're gonna suck until they make a move. I think somebody has to go. There's just like, I think the spacing with Cat and Gobert, just offensively, defensively, it's just too weird. Somebody has to go, and they just traded basically 6 first-round picks for one guy. So, I mean, look, we're talking about the trade episode. Cat might have to be on this list next year.
Sheesh.
He might be the one.
I wish the Timberwolves recognized that Ant is the future and built the team in that way. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
What they did was the antithesis of building around Ant. That's the crazy part. Like, it's not even that they neglected it by saying we can try to bend both ways. They actively made the team fit around him worse.
Yeah, and I'm like,
but I also you can go ahead.
I hate whenever teams just don't consolidate with their like star player or whoever they presume to be like the future of their franchise when it comes to most like actually pivotal moves that can actually affect, like, you know what I'm saying, the star player as well in the future. You know, like
Ant's not that good yet.
Huh?
I said Ant's not that good to where I'm calling up Ant asking him what he wants to do.
Oh, you're crazy. He's running by him.
People did rush to crown Ant a little fast.
Yeah.
Ant can be a franchise cornerstone, I think.
Or ask him
as
his
long
fucking.
as he keeps a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ask him
And
his fucking.
like,
He can,
but like, he's year 2. They just got to the playoffs for the first time. What am I gonna do? Calling him up, asking?
When he got in the playoffs, he looked like him at times.
He's not. Is he?
Not
is he
all
top,
the time.
Is he like a
Not all the
top 5,
times.
top 10 player to where like he's on that level to where you would?
I think he could be a fringe top 10 guy 5 years from now.
That's
And
interesting. I don't
then
know
I
what
think in
his
5
ceiling is.
years, once he's done his part, then we can have that conversation where I'm asking him what he wants to do, because it's still everything's still new in Minnesota.
When we talk French,
I will say this about the Rudy Gobert thing, and this is specific to Ant, because especially he had the comments about like not being able to get in the paint, and he had his issues with dunking earlier on in the season.
That was so funny.
And it's like, I hope they understand that, like, at least at this point in the NBA, playing in that kind of spacing is a privilege, not the expectation.
Yeah.
If you can't handle having a big man in the paint, that's going to be a problem for you.
For sure.
Because that's not a situation you're going to run into constantly.
Facts.
So, if anything, it's an adjustment that needs to be made. Because if you can't handle a lack of all other 4 players being able to shoot, if that's going to be a detriment to you and your team's offense, you're going to struggle in most schemes.
Facts.
Yeah, you'll never be a high-level playmaker if you can't hit a simple dump-off pass to a big man.
Yeah.
All right, well, last hot take. Cyberbeast says that the Warriors should trade all their young players.
Who are we considering the young players?
Kuminga, Wiseman, and Moody.
I was going to say, Poole's not going nowhere.
Yeah,
Wiseman's in
no.
the goddamn G League, so who the fuck? What can you get for him?
That's what I'm saying.
Pack a
Sure, it could be a
Starburst.
W take, but what the fuck they gonna get for him?
Pack a Starburst.
Right now, you hold on to Wiseman because his stock could not be any lower.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you gain anything from trading him right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, even if you package Moody with that, like, what's the best you can get? Are they gonna go out and get Miles Turner? Like, I guess.
Yeah, Warriors fans got way too ahead of themselves, and they're like, "Ah, man, you know, we got this. We're over here doing it at the same time." A lot of people said that we couldn't do these two things at once: develop a young core while also winning a championship. They won a championship. You know what I'm saying? Congrats, all that cool shit.
Yeah, so I mean, they did it.
They did it, but like, I'm pretty sure they'd rather have more depth than what they have right now, or any other asset.
They
compared
got
to
the
what
chip.
have right
They got the chip. If it's gonna take like obviously you would like both things to happen. I think everything worked out like perfectly. But just try. I would say, listen, this is an L take because I think that they should still hold on to Wiseman. They should hold on to at least either one of Moody or Kuminga. They shouldn't trade all of them. But I think you're right in that all the young players can't flourish, and you should try to get value for one of them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, who is that player then?
Could I interest Golden State in a fresh Alex Caruso in exchange for Moses Moody?
I think they'd probably do
take
that.
the deal. Take the deal.
Yeah.
I would be happy with that on the Bulls side of things too, because Moses Moody is a young player with a good amount of upside who's looked good in the minutes that he's played.
Yeah, but it's like, why can't he get more minutes? You know what I mean? Like, he kills the G League every time, destroys there. Looks like he doesn't belong, but Kuminga's getting minutes. Why can't he earn those minutes from Steve Kerr?
Yeah, Steve Kerr has some questionable
He's a
rotation
freak,
decisions
dude.
for sure.
Yeah.
He's a freak. I hate how
He's a
yes,
freak.
a lot of coaches I have a lot of coaches just treat young players. Any slight mistake, that they do, fucking immediately call a timeout, stop everything, and they go ahead and get in the young players. That's about fucking fouling or doing some dumbass foul that once in a while everybody does.
You're trying to win around Steph Curry. You can't tolerate too much bullshit.
I get it, but bro, Draymond does dumbass shit all the time.
Hey, they're the 11th seed right now. They can't mess around too much.
No, he does. He is a generational defender, but he does idiotic. Everybody does idiotic things once in a while.
Yeah, but he has 4 rings to back it up.
If Moses Moody's doing it more than once in a while, that's where the issue's coming from.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, right, so where are we on this? W take, I guess.
Oh,
I think it's an L take.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd say all is an extreme, and I would have been more in favor of that extreme if the value of those players was higher, because like if you could get a fantastic bench out of trading those guys, sure, but like I think even after you trade them, you'd have a mid bench.
Yeah, well, who could now? Well, this is the trade episode. Let's talk about it. Let's start the whole process of going through all these teams that could potentially make trades. If you were the Warriors and were to trade those people, what are the type of trade packages you'd be looking for, realistically?
I mean, their starters net rating is pretty dang good, so it's mostly been a bench problem, and it's primarily been a defensive problem.
Exactly.
So you're probably gonna want to target defensive wings and probably someone who can competently play backup center.
And does anybody have any names in mind?
Udonis Haslem.
Well, like I said, Alex Caruso on the Bulls makes a lot of sense. If they're going to sell the farm, he's do it better probably. He's probably a little good bit better than Gary Payton. But Gary Payton was great on the Warriors, so I don't know.
He's definitely better than Gary Payton. We can give him that.
I don't want to be too biased, so I'm just trying to be sure.
What do we think about Mo Bamba? I know he's available.
Mo Bamba.
I would not trade Kuminga or Moody for Mo Bamba. Personally.
I think I would.
I'd probably just try to.
Why not?
There's so much more potential.
What's the holdup?
There's so many. Mo Bamba's fine. There's so many attempts though to like replace Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney should continue to be the starter, and it's fine.
For sure.
I don't know why everyone's always looking to replace that guy. And like, there aren't really going to be that many backup center minutes for the Warriors in the playoffs. So why trade? Like, they're going to either run Kevon Looney or they're going to run their small ball lineup. So when I say get a guy who can competently play backup center, I mean someone who probably won't even be in the playoff rotation, because that's how the Warriors run things.
Yeah.
So trading for putting all your chips on a center, I think doesn't really make sense for the Warriors. I would primarily look at wing and guard defenders.
Yeah, but also for the
being
regular
that that's
season,
what they lost.
They're kind of at the point in the regular season where they also have to fight for seeding. Like, weirdly enough, they're at that point where they really need to. And that like you've seen in the regular season, that backup big has kind of been an issue. Draymond Green sets out some games for management. They're not playing the tight rotation where they're playing Kevon Looney and Draymond exclusively there. So I think there is some value to putting a little bit of resources there. But I see your point for the playoffs where
there was. So there was a 3-team deal that fell apart that was between the Bucks, Suns, and
the Jay Crowder one?
Rockets. Yeah. What if the Warriors got in on Jay Crowder, and instead of Grayson Allen to the Rockets for Eric Gordon, instead it's Moses Moody for Eric Gordon or something like that? That's not a defensive option, but that's a veteran player. I personally would prefer a defensive outlook, but that's, something.
It's not a bad idea at all.
I can see that.
Wait. I'm fucking this up in my head. The Warriors get Jay Crowder. Yeah. The Bucks get or not the Bucks. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Bucks get Eric Gordon.
Trade?
No.
No, the Suns get Eric Gordon.
What's last time
the Suns get Eric Gordon.
When's the last time you spoke, buddy?
20 minutes before this podcast.
Oh man. We got him.
Sorry, the Suns get Eric Gordon, the Warriors get Jay Crowder, and the Rockets get Moses Moody.
Okay.
Jay Crowder makes sense off the Warriors bench.
I can see that. I feel like they value Moses Moody higher than that to do that, despite the fact that they
that's
don't
why
play
I'm saying. But like, I feel like Kuminga's value is too high too for like just Jay Crowder.
I think
I think they both present an equal amount of value right now. I think Moody is a
Really?
better contributor in the moment, but Kuminga probably has a higher ceiling. But in just terms of pure trade value, I think it's relatively similar. At least it should be to me. I think Moody is kind of underrated.
Nah, I don't know. I think Kuminga's trade value is it might be a tier above Moody just because he's a much better athlete than he is, and like Kuminga's just that dude where he's just like that raw talent that you're just waiting for somebody to mold, and it's like, okay, if we can get somebody with all these tools, and we can put him in the right system, then he's gonna flourish. And I think like he kind of fits a little bit better with kind of any other team because he's still so raw. And so that's why I think like
he kind of reminds me of like what Jaylen Brown was when he was a rookie.
You know who I think would be the perfect
dunking the hell out of the ball and really energetic, but can't shoot worth shit.
Can't dribble for shit.
You know who I think would be the perfect, person for this empty role that the Warriors have that needs to be fulfilled ASAP? Cam fucking Reddish. He can, at bare minimum, play defense. We all know this. We all see this. And I'm not saying this like this.
And usually hit his threes.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about Cam Reddish.
Cam Reddish can go a lot of places. He can go a lot of places.
He can go a lot of places, but I can almost guarantee you the Warriors aren't one of them. His style of play with what the Warriors do, no chance.
They could just throw 2 seconds though. Like it's a cheap
I'll do it.
investment.
Do you remember when they tried to put Kelly Oubre in that system? What happened?
Oh, Kelly Oubre was disgusting.
They made him look remedial. He just couldn't understand the offense. They made it look like Kelly Oubre didn't have a 3rd grade education. Like he could not comprehend.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. When you watch him in Charlotte, it's not that dramatically different. He's still, the shots are going in more, but
yeah, Cam Reddish isn't a low IQ player. Yeah. Like I guess you could say Kelly Oubre might have been, but he's not playing off ball, running off of screens, playing this beautiful game. Like it's not really what his style is conducive to.
Yeah. But he's also not too shot happy. Like he's not gonna force up bad shots like Kelly does necessarily.
Yeah.
At times,
I think let's talk about Cam Reddish because, like you said, Cam Reddish is available for potentially like 2 seconds. I know there's been reports that they're gonna use him to get off of Evan Fournier. What are other teams we think make sense for him?
The Lakers,
the Grizzlies.
We can say that for everybody. Yeah.
No, but like
I mean, he's a pretty good defensive guy who can kind of shoot. Almost every team likes that.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Most definitely.
Well, I don't know. I think for that type of player.
I think the Lakers should make a play for him and Fournier, and if they could figure out a way to maybe to get rid of Pat Bev, right, and get rid of you get rid of Pat Bev, you get rid of Kendrick Nunn maybe, and try to get Cam Reddish in the building. I think that fit like Andrew said, you get yourself like a kind of 3-and-D guy, and you're cooking with something more than whatever Pat Bev is getting you right now.
It's tricky financially.
That's for sure. The issue is Evan Fournier's money is. I think he has another year on his contract, whereas Patrick Beverley is expiring and Kendrick Nunn is expiring to the point where you're putting $20 million extra on the cap by doing that move for this offseason. Yeah.
And just for
Lakers are going to do.
Even just for this season, the only way they can make that happen is if they traded Russ. Because the Pat Bev and Nunn package get them up to, I think, $20 million? Or 20, I think it was 22.5. So them combined make more than that. So the only way we can do that is if we trade Russ. And if you're trading Russ and getting off those picks, you're kind of making, that's like your big move. And doing that for fucking Evan Fournier as a main draw is pretty disgusting.
Man, how much money does Cam Reddish make?
Like
6, 7?
Yeah, I think so.
Mil a year?
Let's put this in the let's put this in the trade machine right now. Let's see.
Yeah, it's
let's see
just a little
happens.
bit too much for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could throw in one more player to make the salary work, though. That's not making it trade Russell Westbrook. I think the salary works. I think the Lakers are fully of the mindset of just playing through this year and hoping they can do their best in the offseason when they have some cap space.
I think you're right in terms of trading both picks with Russ, like that was originally planned. Like people were obviously the Pacers trade was the big draw everyone talked about, but I could definitely see them trading one of those picks, for whether that be with Russ or with Nunn and Beverly. Like I think one we could talk about is the Bojan Bogdanovic deal that everyone likes to talk about. Bojan Bogdanovic for that package, I think that's very plausible.
I like that one too.
Well, Bogdanovic, I'm pretty sure can't be traded until this offseason, though.
He get traded tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
No, I could have swore because he signed a contract extension, he's stuck with the
Pistons
you're
right. He did sign a contract extension.
Is he? I feel like all the rumors mill has been led by him. I know Chris Haynes put out an article today, and he was like mentioned on there.
They are.
When I put it in the trade machine, they said that he can't be traded until the draft.
Perhaps you're right, but I'm gonna trust Chris for content. Let's trust Chris Haynes and pretend that he can be traded. See what happens. I know, because he also mentioned like the Suns are into him, and like all these contending teams are looking at Bogdanovich. Do you think the Lakers is the trade that makes the most sense, or do you want to see him on another team? Because I think him on the Suns.
The Lakers need him the most. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Like he can shoot 40+% on 8 attempts from 3. Like he's a sniper, and he can create his own offense a little bit too. That's exactly what they need.
Yeah. I think whenever it was the Pacers trade that was reported, not Pacers, the Jazz trade, whenever people were saying they could get him, Rudy Gay, and Conley for Russ and 2 picks, I was like, God, no. Who wants Rudy Gay and Conley for your all-in move? But if it's just Bogdanovich for 1 pick and filler, I think that makes a lot more sense for them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is there, so like, obviously, if we're talking about the Lakers and you have like this all-in move, I don't think that's not happening. Like, I don't think this. Yeah, I don't think this trade of getting off of Westbrook is happening this year. I think
Why is that?
I think that a couple things. One, they probably have tricked themselves into thinking that Westbrook is good enough off the bench to stay, and they seem to have had every reason to trade Russ up until this point, and they just haven't done it. And so I don't think that now is going to be the time. And then, like you said, they have been very, very hesitant to give up that pick. And I know that they said like that they're open to it and doing it again. But unless they're getting kind of a star minus back, I don't know if they're going to do it. And so
that's what reporting says.
like if you're talking about Russ in a first, and obviously from the outside looking in, yeah, it makes sense. You have to capitalize on LeBron and AD, who's back now. But I don't think that the Lakers are in on it internally to make that deal.
Yeah, from every indication of what the reporting from Shams, Chris Haynes, and everybody says, is they're only going to trade both picks if they can get a star. But apparently they're open to trading 1 pick if it can net them some kind of smaller deal like we're talking about. But yeah, I think you're right when it comes to like the big deal everyone dreams of.
You know what is interesting? This is a random thing. Have anyone? What if like with the way the the Philadelphia 76ers are constructed, you know, Joel Embiid has been going fucking crazy, and it feels like almost no one cares, pretty much. And I'm just over here sitting and looking at this roster. I'm like, this is pretty nice.
A little bit.
Yeah, I care a little bit. Care at least more than Devin Booker for sure. But everyone's here.
Don't give a fuck about Devin Booker.
Yeah, I'm looking at this 76er roster, and I'm like, damn. I like Tyrese Maxey as the third option, Joel Embiid, James Harden, you know what I'm saying, 1 and 2, whatever, cool. But I'm looking at Tobias Harris, and I'm like, he really doesn't need to be here like that. What does he do, like, ultra positive or ultra valuable for my team? You know what I'm saying? In my mind, he doesn't do too much, and I'm like, if Tobias Harris was an option for the Lakers, would that be a trigger that you'd want to pull?
No.
Yes. Really?
No, not at all.
Really?
Why? I mean, okay, I guess he fits better. What would the trade look like in your head? Because obviously that would require Russell Westbrook to fit the money, right?
Yeah, I think you would have to. I don't know how much longer Tobias has on his contract, but you might have to throw a singular pick in there, simply because Tobias is better than Westbrook.
So do you think the 76ers are currently in the mode where they're willing to dump him for nothing? Like the win now?
I was thinking of this more so on the Lakers side of things.
Let me ask you this, though. What do the Lakers benefit from getting rid of a first-round pick just to put $30 million on their cap sheet next offseason for Tobias fucking Harris?
That is
to
true.
Get the most mid-third option imaginable. That's what they benefit. They get somebody who's going to shoot 2 for 9 in the playoff game and play very mediocre defense and grab 6 rebounds.
Trades are not just about the players. That money difference is huge.
Yeah, facts.
And I'm confident the Lakers are not going to lock themselves into some bad deal. I've seen people suggest they trade Gordon Hayward for Russ. Gordon Hayward has an extra year on his deal.
Yeah.
As bad as Russ can be, and even though he's been better of late, he's a lot better than he was last year because now he expires after this one.
Exactly. Especially because they're star hunting next year.
That's a huge difference maker. I also want to say this about the whole Indiana Pacers trade. I think now that AD is playing center and dominating at center, that trade idea goes out the window.
You are spitting 100%. People love to still throw that out because Miles can be like basically a stretch 4, but we're seeing Miles eat as the only big finally with Sabonis gone. Yeah. We're seeing AD eat as the only big with no just like placeholder center next to him. There's no reason for either team to try to make that happen.
Not even with Buddy Hield still there?
He's always been...
What was that?
Not even with Buddy
I would
Hield?
trade for Buddy Hield individually.
I feel like his value has kind of plummeted because he's been kind of ass recently, too. Not plummeted.
He started the year hot.
I wouldn't know.
Has he been ass lately? I know he started the year pretty good. I haven't paid attention to the past like 6 or so games.
Sub 40% from the field, if I'm not mistaken. Let me fact check that.
From the field.
I mean, 90% of his attempts are threes, so...
Yeah. What's it called? I know Buddy Hield is the name people throw around now with Bogdanovich in that package for Hield, Beverly, and 1 first-round pick. I think that makes substantially more sense. By the way,
he's shooting 44% from the field.
Oh yeah, you gotta give it up.
Fabrication.
I love fake news.
Yeah.
But even then, do we think Buddy Hield is worth 1 first-round pick? Like, I guess for the Lakers,
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
If he's not worth a first-round pick, what? Like, I guess it depends on what the first-round pick is. That Lakers first, questionably.
That's what I mean.
But like a pick that's more likely than not going to be like 23rd. How many 23rd overall picks end up being better than Buddy Hield? Not many of them.
Yeah, I just mean in the Lakers instance where it's who knows what the fuck their team's gonna look like in 2027. Yeah. That's where it's like, Buddy Hield. I mean, he's not gonna make you that great. He's not gonna be a substantial playoff performer if his defense doesn't look better than it has in the past.
I think the value he represents on the Lakers is the fact that he's a shooter. Yeah. Like, bona fide, shoots the fuck out of the ball, and the Lakers could really use someone like that.
True. What do you guys think about the framework that people have been floating around of doing something like that? Let's say it's Buddy Hield with the Nunn, Beverly, and first-round pick, and then using Russ and a first-round pick to get even more depth. Let's say it's the Spurs and getting Josh Richardson, and Doug McDermott, and I forgot who the third person is. That makes sense money-wise. What do you think about that? So they're using both first-round picks, but in 2 separate deals, so they're getting a fuck ton of depth.
I don't think Rob Pelinka has the IQ for that. Sounds nice, though. Sounds nice. But it sounds like you're selling your, like, you and your GM bag right now. And sadly, I'm just sorry to say, but Rob Pelinka's bag is not that deep.
And I'm telling you, more likely than not, the best course of action for the Lakers is just to hunker down and wait.
Yeah.
Wait
for
what? You
wouldn't do that if the option was available?
Sorry, what?
So you wouldn't do that if the option was available, that exact trade?
What were the trades again? Because you said them real fast.
He's high
True, I do be talking fast.
No, I'm not. Dude, I'm always like this.
I'm always high as fuck. Okay. So the first one is Beverly, Nunn, and the first-round pick. Let's call it 2027 for Buddy Hield. And then the second trade is Russell Westbrook and the second first-round pick to, let's call it the Spurs, for Josh Richardson, Doug McDermott, and the third guy to fit money, I can't remember, another rotation player. So you're fully rebuilding your depth while getting rid of both first-round picks.
What's that team doing, though?
I don't know. That's what we was talking about, because I think that team could be pretty substantially different, right?
I think it's a second-round exit tops, though.
Really?
Like, I really do.
Damn.
I think maybe most likely a second-round exit, but I think that type of depth gives them the potential to, like, has a swinger's chance of beating the other teams in the West.
Do you realize how much it's going to suck when 2027 hits and you don't have that pick?
Oh, it's going to be miserable. It's going to be awful.
Do you know how much that's really going to suck? Like, that trading those picks is no small thing.
Yeah, I can't even conceptualize 2029.
It is.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine we'll be alive.
It is going to suck if you don't have that 27 pick. But this is something that we talked about before. If you're not willing to go all in with LeBron and AD, then blow it up right now and trade everybody. You have to go either way.
But none of those trades are like worthwhile. Like, I think it's possible. I don't know. I think you can just do better for those picks than Doug McDermott and
I know Doug doesn't really inspire confidence.
And Buddy Hield.
I
love me some Dougie McBuckets.
I think the Buddy Hield deal, I think that's the best deal out of everything. And I think that even if you just got him, that would be a massive upgrade for. Listen, they have Patrick Beverly giving them minutes right now.
Jesus.
Like
not good ones.
You know that's exactly. So like if they can get Buddy Hield and like Andrew said, he's a shooter. So if you can get some actual spacing on the floor with Bron and AD, then you go for it and you do it and you try to capitalize on the last years of his prime.
I love
it's crazy how
Pat Bev being so shit just like completely lets Kendrick Nunn skate by, while Kendrick Nunn has also been fucking horrendous. He went from not playing a single game for them last year to being god fucking awful this year. Like we just don't pay it any mind.
Do you know how long they were on that whole wait for Kendrick Nunn?
Yeah.
But like, what's crazy is Patrick Beverley went to the Lakers and immediately forgot how to shoot.
Yeah,
because he's been like a career 38% on decent enough volume guy. Like not a great shooter, but like
good
capable.
Enough.
And he just turned into a brick house as
Facts.
soon as he put a Lakers jersey on.
Yeah. Whenever I see, whenever I see Patrick Beverley on the Lakers now, it's like I don't even acknowledge his existence. Maybe once in a while he'll get a bucket if it's a good day. But other than that, like I see him just do one random ass harsh foul where he's like clapping aggressively, you know what I'm saying, helping his teammates, whatever the fuck he do. But that's it.
Clapping
that's
aggressively. That's his bag for sure. It's just live clapping.
If Patrick Beverley ever got a bust made of him or like a statue made of him, it's gonna be him clapping.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
What a nasty signature move.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That's wild. That's another name that was floated out today is Kyle Kuzma, who's on the last year of his deal, didn't get an extension, and apparently he's available if the price is right. And Chris Haynes also reported the Lakers made exploratory calls, which just means they're like, "Hey, is he available?" And Wizards like, "I don't know."
He makes like 13 mil, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
something
sure
like that.
That's what it is.
Which I mean, in theory, that'd be a great player for them to have. But
I do think he'd be interesting for the Cavs.
Ooh, that's a good fit.
The
Because
Cavs,
they've been needing that 3. I understand Tatum's like big for a 3, but like they can just even double down on the size thing.
that is true.
Like we also have a 6'10" small forward. Fuck you.
That's awesome. I mean, it's what they did with Lowry Markkinen, and he's way more mobile than Lowry. I'm with it 100%. I know people have also.
Not landing at all.
I like that. That could also be a target for the Suns, who have been in these rumors a lot.
Yes, that's a connection I've seen a lot, and was one of my trades that I did in a trade video recently. I definitely like Kuzma to the Suns because they could use, ironically, a defensive forward, but Jay Crowder decided that he can't handle coming off of the bench, even though he's going to be coming off of the bench for every other team in the league.
What a fumble! Underratedly terrible move on Jay Crowder's part.
Very petty. Yeah,
I mean that's what you get. They were letting him run around there like he was calling him Boss Man 99. Like, listen, you got to know your place. You got to know your role. And we let Jay Crowder boost his ego. Like some people need to be shamed. And Jay Crowder, I'm glad he's going through this. He needs to learn his place, man. You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
Jay Crowder is in the class of like Trevor Ariza, like that tier of player that like is always like, yo, if you trade for him, he's gonna help you win a championship.
It's your LeBron
like we're talking about Robert Covington, PJ Tucker.
Facts.
Yeah, that's funny. He's not a LeBron stopper now. He's a Tatum stopper. That's hilarious.
It's just so nasty.
I know. What do y'all think about Kuzma to the Kings? I think they've been linked to him for like fucking years now since he was a Laker.
You're right.
I think there's potential trades back in the day of them trading him for Nemanja Bjelica back in LeBron's first year. I mean, they have Keegan Murray.
I love it.
They have Keegan Murray long term, but like,
oh hell no. No! You do not trade Keegan Murray for Kyle Kuzma.
No. I'm saying they don't need Kuzma because they have Keegan Murray.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. I thought you were.
No. I'm not a fucking lunatic.
I was like, my goodness.
Yeah,
I'm
with
Keegan
that.
Murray at Summer League.
I'm with
You ain't
that.
trading him.
Thinking about the Kings and any trade rumors doesn't move me at all. I don't want to talk about the Kings just because it's like they got a good thing going on. You know
You should work in the Kings front office though, because that's a very Sacramento move. Kyle Kuzma for Keegan Murray. That sounds like some shit they would do.
No. Yeah, I don't know what the deal would look like, but I mean, so some people say they don't need Kuzma because they have Keegan Murray, but I think both of them can play next to each other. I don't mind that as a forward pairing next to Sabonis. It's not necessarily going to help their flaws, but like, I like it.
You also got Barnes there though.
Yeah, well, I think he'd be on the way out in this scenario.
Oh,
He's probably I don't know.
yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were them.
Isn't his contract expiring this season?
I'm not sure what his contract looks like. I know he's been rumored to be traded for the past 18 months and nothing's happened, so I've stopped thinking about him.
Harrison Barnes.
Harrison Barnes still has
role
2
players
years left on his deal. He has 2 years, 18 million.
Yeah, I remember he re-signed to some like really long, nice extension.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's always been one of those role players that I've been weirdly fascinated with. Second video I ever made on YouTube was about Harrison Barnes.
Love that. What was the title?
This is when he just freshly joined the Mavericks, and for the first 3 weeks of the season, he had averaged like 23 points a game. So the video was titled, and mind you, I was 16 when I made this. Is Harrison Barnes a franchise player?
Fuck, man, that's so nasty.
That aged terribly.
What I want to know is, if you were today making that video, what would you title it? Is Harrison Barnes him?
It would be titled, this video is about Harrison Barnes, so it's not going to get any fucking views.
Yeah, I can't imagine titling a whole video on Harrison Barnes. Immediate 10 out of 10.
That's some sicko shit. Oh my goodness.
One more name when we're talking about the Kings is today was reported that looking at John Collins, who's apparently available like always, probably won't get traded like always. Yeah. Would you do that? That's kind of doubling down.
That'd be an interesting backcourt. That'd be an interesting front court dynamic.
For Harrison Barnes, that's super interesting.
I don't know if it's just Harrison Barnes. The deal would be more than that. But in general, would you like John Collins' presence?
Honestly, Harrison Barnes for John Collins straight up makes sense to me.
Does it?
I don't think John Collins' value is that high. I really don't.
Damn, how far he's fallen.
I mean, Harrison Barnes is like an A- role player. Like he's really quite solid.
Yeah, I would put them,
and exactly what the Hawks could use.
I would put them damn near on the same tier. And Harrison Barnes gives the Hawks something so different than what John Collins can offer. And I don't say that to slight John Collins at all. He just does something different for us, and he has this natural limitations. And whenever we're a lot of Hawks expect, create your own shot or whatever the dumbass shit they say. It's just why would you want that? Why would you want that to happen? Let him do what he's good at. You know what I'm saying? And Harrison Barnes can do a lot of those type of things that John Collins just simply cannot do. And I feel like that'll benefit the Hawks, and it'll. With this new, I don't want to. Okay, point blank period. I don't want to do any trade with the Hawks until they get rid of Nate McMillan, because Harrison Barnes is going to be doing the same shit that John Collins has been doing, which is a whole lot of nothing.
We accidentally got Mo in his bag.
Shut the fuck. Whole lot of nothing. And just
keep going. Let it go. Let it go.
I just don't want to see. I don't. Okay. I just don't want to see it happen until Nate is gone. It doesn't move the needle at all.
Of course. I don't think there's any Harrison Barnes trade that moves the needle. If we're talking about to a championship tier.
Yeah.
Lord, no. Yeah. But how good has DeAndre Hunter been this year?
DeAndre Hunter's been okay. He hasn't been stellar, but he hasn't been
he's
trash.
The same every year, no matter what. He is what he is.
Honestly, DeAndre Hunter, Harrison Barnes is a not unrealistic vision for him. So it'd be like having a more realized DeAndre Hunter instead of John Collins.
Yeah, DeAndre Hunter has his holes as a player. He has insane tunnel vision. He doesn't pass. It's either, I'm taking a tough-ass mid-range layup, and it's not going to go in because he's a pretty good shooter. Or he's taking, a contested-ass layup. Just one of those two things almost at all times. So, he's been all right. Yeah, he hasn't been, fantastic. His contract's all right. I don't know. He's not... Yeah.
I love this. Let's keep going with your Hawks. Keep you in your bag. So you don't want to trade John Collins. If they were to trade John Collins, it's coming. It's impending. What deal do you want to see happen?
Bro, any deal that they try to make for John Collins, they're gonna lose because they've I feel like they've diminished John Collins' value. If you're gonna do it, Nick, fucking do it last year or 2 years ago. At this point, you're shooting yourself in the fucking foot, bro. Why are you laughing at me, dog? You're a Knicks fan. What does your team want to do, Donovan? You have RJ Barrett on your goddamn team.
Listen, I wouldn't even.
Max, talk about Cam Reddish.
Time out. That's not what we're gonna do because I wasn't even laughing at the Hawks situation. I was laughing. It was something that you said, and we could discuss it off camera. But and that's what made me laugh. If we're talking about the Knicks, I don't want them to. My vision for them doesn't come from a player trade. I think that Tibbs needs to be fired. That's what I want to happen in the immediate future. And then once that happens, then we can start talking about everything. But I mean, Tibbs, we traded a first for Cam Reddish, and he's getting no run right now. And if we were to trade him, we're either getting a low second round pick or just some guys back, and it's just completely mismanagement of Cam Reddish, and it's ridiculous. And we're just taking up roster spots. We have Evan Fournier. Somehow try to get off of Fournier's contract. There's a lot going on. The salary cap, those players will be fine. We're going to be a mid-team, right? The hope for this season is to play in. The number one thing, though, Tibbs has to go, and some new era of Knicks basketball has to start. Exactly. And that's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Tibbs sucks.
Yeah, no, exactly. Please talk about it. Can you talk about it? Because I don't want to talk about it.
Tibbs was the first head coach that I've ever had as a fan, because he was the coach of the Chicago Bulls when I started watching basketball. And I have always detested when a head coach, their whole philosophy was, I really care about this one side of the ball, and the other one, fuck it if I care. And that's his whole approach, has always been defense, defense, defense. And if I have a good defender, I'm going to run them into the goddamn ground. Jimmy Butler in 2014, having zero offensive skill set, averaged 14 points a game, surely off of the fact that he played 39 minutes a night. And literally Derrick Rose even said in his MVP season that Tibbs only cares about defense. On offense, we can do whatever we want. What kind of shit is that?
That's how you get Julius Randle. That's how you get Julius Randle.
It's exactly how you get Julius Randle. You're not a fucking defensive coordinator, my guy. You're supposed to coach both sides of the ball.
That's so funny. RJ Barrett can do whatever he wants, and he still isn't good at anything. How tragic is that?
Oh my fucking god, bro. Sheesh.
It's not great.
He was really nice for the last couple of months of last year, and it really seemed like that vision was going to be realized.
If we were to do a redraft of the 2019 NBA draft, I wonder where RJ Barrett will fall.
I mean,
I did a 2019 redraft. I don't know where I had him.
I gotta see who's in that draft now.
Yeah.
But listen, Andrew, when it comes to Knicks, Andrew's right. When you are the coach, when you're the coach that comes in and you say, I care about defense, and the defense isn't working. And to give the Knicks credit, they've played better over the last week or so. Their defense is starting to get up. They're 11th in defensive rating on the season. So it's starting to go in the right direction. But when this is your thing, is defense, and you can't provide it at a consistent level, what do I need you here for? Right, I can go get somebody who cares about offense, and I can win games. I can win a couple more games, because if you're just solely focused on defense, then we have a situation like in 2020 where we need Julius Randle to average 24, 10, and 6 and be an All NBA player, and he's not that. That's not him. So let's go get somebody else and let's try something different.
We have the bleakest set of favorite teams in this room right now.
Yeah.
We got the Lakers, the Knicks, the Hawks, and the Bulls. How are the Hawks the most prosperous of these teams?
Yeah, bro.
We're down bad.
The most prosperous team is barely above 500.
Exactly. I feel like the Hawks also have the same exact issue as the Knicks, except it's so much worse because we have actual promising talent on our team, franchise-worthy type of talent, 2 all-stars legit on our team. Meanwhile, you thugging it out with Jalen Brunson and Mitchell Robinson.
We're just like you, except we have good players.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That one hurt. That one hurt. I don't even have anything to come back for that. You're right.
Real quick.
It's
We've given way too much attention.
Exactly.
We've given way too much attention to the Knicks and Hawks. We haven't done nearly enough to make fun of the Bulls. We've let Jacob skate by. Yeah. We need to talk about the Bulls and what they should do.
I thought I was a guest. What kind of shit is this?
No, we're turning the camera to you.
Yeah,
no kind of hospitality.
No, none. Man. Absolutely none.
How what do the Bulls need to do? How sick would you be if you're a fan of a team like the Bulls? You go ahead and trade away some of the young players you traded away, guys like Larry Markkinen flourishing or whatever. Wendell Carter Jr. flourishing.
Oh, Larry Markkinen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Necessary.
Bro,
go ahead, bring up Wendell Carter next.
Wendell Carter fucking flourishing, and of course, You didn't draft Franz Wagner. Who knows? If
Do you know how much I believed in the backcourt of Lauri Markkanen and Wendell Carter? Do you know how much that would fuck if those guys were teammates right now?
Wait, what did you just say? How much that would fuck?
Do you know how much it would fuck if they were teammates right now?
What does that mean?
You haven't heard that? But you haven't heard that?
I've
before?
never heard that before. That's crazy.
You ever heard someone say like that fucks when something's good?
I've heard this guy fucks.
This is
It's that kind of thing. I just say that things.
This
fuck.
is a divide right
I just say
here.
that things fuck.
Cultural divide.
That's crazy. I've never heard that.
I just say that things fuck, and because in my friend group, in the group chat that Muhammad is in, even though he's apparently never heard this, we all say that fucks now because they've adopted my lingo.
Oh,
You the group leader?
You the group leader.
Anyways, it would fuck. What was even the subject?
What should the Bulls do? Are you in favor of trade everybody?
Look, you want to know how fucking delusional I am, right?
Yes.
I have decided in my head that if we traded everybody and tanked, Adam Silver would be a homie and rigged the draft for us to get the first pick.
Adam Silver
I really feel like it's finally our turn. I think if we did it, I think if we committed to it and got into that top 4, that lottery ball would spin and we would get Victor Wembanyama, and I would quit therapy. I would get off of my pills. I wouldn't need it anymore because it would be over. The Bulls have a superstar franchise player. Do you know how much I would kill for a superstar franchise player to be on my basketball team? The closest I've seen to a superstar franchise player is Jimmy Butler, and they immediately traded him because they had no idea how to build around him.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
It took them until their last year to realize that maybe he should run the offense off of the dribble because he's a great playmaker. They're like trying to. They had Derrick Rose next to him who couldn't shoot. They have Rajon Rondo next to him who couldn't shoot.
Gosh.
And then they realized, wait a minute, point Jimmy Butler is kind of awesome. Dude. But instead of doing anything with that, they traded him.
Those are such dark times. Rondo, Wade, and Jimmy.
Hey,
Butler,
they made the playoffs. They made the playoffs.
They for sure.
Yeah,
did.
they made the playoffs and almost had a 1-8 upset until Rondo got hurt.
Facts.
But either way, like it went from that to like a rebuild to eventually be a mid playoff team again, and now they're bad again. So we just spent 5 years building to a rebuild.
I love how every guest we have on the pod is a sad Bulls fan.
Yeah.
It's right back to another goddamn rebuild. I have been a fan of this team since 2012, which means I didn't even get to witness MVP Derrick Rose, mind you.
Tough.
So I started in 2012. They have won 50 games one time since 2012.
Damn.
Okay, so
they have won one playoff series in my entire time as a fan.
You were down horrendous.
He's lit right now.
Damn. Okay, so if you're committed to Victor Wembanyama falling into your lap by the grace of God himself, Adam Silver, what do you think these trades should look like? Where should they send DeRozan? Where should they send Levine? Which grave should they send Vucevic to?
What grade should they trade him to? He might be a good rebounder for a 10th grader. Anyways, he's not even a bad rebounder. That's not the thing I should take a shot at.
Just a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, a lot of other stuff. I mean, I could pull up the trades that I literally put out in a video.
Pull up the trades right now. Let's hear them.
I had Gary Trent and a first-round pick.
Okay.
For Zach LaVine and like the salary filler.
That's kind of cheap in my mind.
Zach LaVine is like teetering on being a negative asset right now.
Damn, that sounds
negative.
Wow.
I see why you
started off. He started off this season really poorly, and he's going to make $50 million in 4 years.
Damn.
That might be
you're down so bad.
Oh wait, time out.
Yeah, he'll look better, hopefully, unless his knees just degenerative.
He's turned the tides a little bit more positively lately.
Yeah, I blame that on his.
I'll just put I can give you the tiniest trade ever. One of them that I came up with: Andre Drummond and Javonte Green to the Celtics for Peyton Pritchard and 2 seconds.
Oh my God, he is down in the trenches. This man is in purgatory.
You need help.
You drawn up.
You need help.
Pritchard trades.
Look, I'm just trying to get everybody off of the roster. So that's one of the ways to trade the lower value players.
Wow.
All right, don't judge me.
That's crazy.
Obviously, DeRozan's been linked to the Lakers a lot for obvious reasons.
I did not put together a DeRozan trade because I can't. He's a tough one.
Yeah, let's do it. It's hard. Like looking through all the teams that could potentially use him. I don't know. He's a very specific type of player for a specific team.
Yeah, this is you have to shift your entire fucking franchise for someone like DeRozan, damn near.
I tell you what, if
the Knicks is the answer.
If DeAndre Ayton, if the Suns are actually still looking to trade him when they really just shouldn't, but for some reason the reports consistently say that they are. If the Bulls could get on that, I would be very happy with that because that would be somebody interesting to watch through a rebuild.
And
I think him and Victor Wembanyama would be really fun too. Obviously, this is a fantasy that's never going to come to be because I don't deserve happiness, but like. DeAndre is the center, Victor is the power forward. That almost sounds like a Brook Lopez Giannis type shit on defense. Obviously, we'll see because we're talking about a 19-year-old. We're talking about a 19-year-old, so we'll see.
We're talking about the 19-year-old. I'm with it.
It is the 19-year-old.
Yes, but no. But I think the Knicks is the easy answer for DeRozan, just because they're star hungry. They need something. Yeah. I think
the Mavericks make some sense because he's a cheap enough salary that they could actually theoretically trade for him. But is Josh Green in a protected first round pick or not? Let's say it's unprotected. Josh Green a first round pick, Dwight Powell and
I think it'd be 2 first probably.
I don't think the Mavericks can trade 2 firsts.
After this year, they can trade all their firsts. I think they're gonna have next offseason they'll have their full slate to trade.
Well, that's still after this year then.
Yeah,
because I think they could trade 1 first right now. But that for Dwight Powell, Josh Green's been really good for them, so I'll take him. And then a first round pick. I don't know. It's not a great return.
Imagine Josh Green highlighting your best player being traded away.
The first round pick's more of the highlight. Yeah. Josh Green's been good for the Mavericks. Yeah. Don't gaslight me.
He's been fine.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been a good role player, and he's 22.
He's gaslighting himself.
Mavs fans believe in him a lot and think he has this secondary creation ability someday. So if you're willing to buy into that, sure.
I don't know about that. I think he'll be a good 3-and-D player.
That's more like it.
Okay,
so answer me this: is there any team in the league that would want Nikola Vucevic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? He makes $20 million, so that's a very tradable contract. And he's still a positive player. If Vucevic is your 6th man, he's a pretty awesome 6th man.
I think the Hornets could do it.
Sure. It would just have to be.
The Hornets?
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, they would.
Just because they're that pathetic.
Yeah.
What the? That's sad.
I can't think of a more Charlotte Hornets move than going a decade without acquiring a center and then finally doing so, and you get fucking Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, their last.
That would be a very Hornets thing to do.
Were Mason. I don't even want to know if you want to put Mason Conley in that
Al
conversation.
Jefferson.
There's Al Jefferson and Dwight Howard. That's crazy.
Yeah, those are the only 2 bigs. And Dwight was fine in Charlotte. He did have a 30-30 game though.
I forgot about that. What a fucking random piece of history.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you think the Mavs would want in on him at all? They have their whole white pride thing.
I'm glad finally someone said it.
Absolutely not under Jason Kidd, because if he's not going to play Christian Wood for defensive reasons, why the hell would he trade for Nikola Vucevic?
True. Who else?
If the DeAndre Ayton thing is there, Vucevic would more likely than not be a part of that move.
That would be
and
such
the Suns
a
would justify it.
Downgrade.
The Suns would justify it in their heads as well, he can kind of do similar stuff and also shoot threes, except he really can't shoot threes anymore. But they don't know that.
All this Bulls talk is just sad.
Yeah, it's just run after run after run.
Wow. No hope.
Let's hope the Lakers crazy.
I need the Knicks to lose this game. Oh boy, it's a 3-point game it's a tied game with 24 seconds left. Knicks versus Bulls.
Yeah,
we
might have
Julius Randle.
We might have to pause this so we can watch the end of this game.
Imagine.
Julius Randle missed the game winner. It's going into overtime.
Yeah, of course he did.
He tends to do that.
It was. Can you guess what? Can you guess where it was from?
The left block.
It was from 16 feet from the basket.
Exactly.
Yep. Step back jumper.
You know what? Real quick before we switch topics, real quick. Miami hasn't been mentioned at all, and they're looking like they need something. They need to do fucking something with their roster. We don't have to touch.
They need to take their roster out back and put it down.
But yeah, holy shit, yeah, man, they got Kyle Lowry playing, fucking being one of the league leaders in minutes, which is
Kyle Lowry's bones have to be touching at this point.
Yeah,
there's
bro.
no way there's any
He's
cartilage
shooting-
left.
sub 40% right now, dog, and you know. Tyler Herro's doing his thing. Jimmy Butler missed a lot of time, but he's back now. There's just a lot of tough shit going on right now in Miami. It's just sad. They're fucking having Udonis Haslam become a meme again. Ugh, man.
That's funny.
He's always starting something too, and it's like if you don't sit your old ass on the bench, man, nobody's
All right, no. We gonna respect the OG. We respect Udonis Haslam around here.
I would respect him if he would just be an assistant coach already, like he's supposed to be.
Why? He can get more money as the player. They're probably.
Yeah, I get that. I understand why he does it. I just think it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It is kind of, at this point, it's been so many years, it's like, fucking grow a pair. Like,
Brother hasn't been a rotational player since 2012, and he's still in the NBA.
Getting them checks.
Crazy.
like at a certain point, it's got to feel just like they're making fun of him. Like, at a certain point, you got to take yourself seriously and quit it.
Like, did Udonis Haslam really mean that much to the Heat as a franchise that they're still paying him?
I guess
Yeah, probably.
He was a good role player for 2 championships, a really good one for 1, and he just didn't leave.
That's culture. That's culture.
His biggest accomplishment is he didn't leave.
Bro.
His biggest accomplishment is nobody offered him $80 million.
There must be some crazy ass story
Y'all disrespect.
that Udonis Haslam has done or he's been a part of for the Miami Heat that'll come out in some random podcast when he's hopefully fucking retired and shit like that. And it won't surprise me with these in the future with if certain shit comes out as to why he's there. He has to have done some monumental shit, bro. Saved fucking Pat Riley's life or some shit like that. I don't know, bro.
He's definitely on my Nightmare Blunt rotation.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny. I think we had enough trade talks. I think we move on to the TikTok topics.
Let's
We'll
do
knock
it.
these out in the last
I'm
25
fighting
minutes
for
or
my
so.
life right now.
What's wrong with you?
Why are you always sick?
I don't know.
Why?
What's wrong with you?
I'm not always sick.
I've known this guy since I was like 18 at this point. He's every other podcast episode we would do in the past. He was like, by the way, I'm sick. And I have to listen to him sniffle in his mic the whole time. I'm like, how does this keep happening?
Bro, it's only when you're
You
fucking
see
When
something
it
about
rains, do you immediately go outside? Like, what's wrong with you?
Rusty Buckets is my number one ick, and that's why. You give me the heebie-jeebies.
That's funny.
It's just something about your presence makes me disgusted.
Oh man.
Did y'all see the Ringers top 100 list today?
Nah.
I only got a quick glimpse of it.
Perfect.
By the way, I'm wearing a Trae Young shirt.
That's
I
beautiful.
love that.
I wonder where
So-
they happened.
The
hate
Ringer
Trae
put out their
Young.
top 100 list today, and we're gonna play a little game where I'm gonna name a player and you have to guess what they ranked him as.
But
Sorry, what? I only heard the second half
Jesus
of that.
Christ, you're fucking up the TikTok time, Jacob. Shit.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said the Ringer put out a top 100 list today, so I'm gonna name some players. You got to guess where they ranked them.
So I have to account for the Ringer's stupidity.
Yes,
On a
that's
scale of
the
1
fun
to
part.
10, how... Okay, I'll ask this because I only skimmed
Mm-hmm.
it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked up do you think this list is?
It's not horrible. There's some notable what the fucks, but it's not that bad. The top
So
20 or
what's-
so is generally pretty chalk. Like, you're not gonna have too much wrong with it.
Okay.
So it gets more fucked up after the top 20.
Oh, of
Got
course.
it.
You know how hard it is to rank 50 through 75. That's fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you know better than anybody. So let's get this hook in. I'm gonna name some players. Y'all let me know where the Ringer ranked them, or y'all let me know where you think the Ringer ranked them on their top 100 list. Anthony Davis.
They probably put him at like 6, I would
He
say.
has to be top 10. I'm going to say 8.
Okay.
I think I had him 6 on my personal list. I'm going to say they were a little more conservative and put him at 8.
Well, 2 out of 3 of you were completely right. It is number 8,
I do what I
and
do,
LeBron
man.
is number 9.
That sounds like I lied and I looked at the list. That was way too convenient.
And LeBron's number 9. So I don't know how that.
Oh,
how we
that's
feel about that.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's how it should be.
They had LeBron
What
at
is this
9?
list based off of?
Yeah. Who the fuck knows? I
Certainly
can't
not
tell.
this year. If LeBron's
it's
at
like-
9.
I think it's like as if there was a constant moving list and you adjust it over time.
Yeah.
So it's like accounting for this year, but not only this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's a weird list. Like so, it's very logically inconsistent in that way. We'll get into it. You'll see why.
It was crazy watching that Bucks Lakers game and being like, oh, LeBron's the third best player on the floor right now. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Wild times we're in. Okay. Zion Williamson.
Say 12.
I was just about to say 12 as well.
I'm going to say they were probably a little low on him and put him at 15.
Oh my fucking god. Jacob knows everything. He's number 15.
He got
Yeah,
this.
he looked
It
at
was
the
on his screen.
He looked at
As a
the
cheater.
My phone is right here. I haven't been looking at it.
You know you got a double monitor setup, boy. Stop trying to fool me.
Exactly.
I do not have. This is a laptop, bro.
Okay. Anthony Edwards.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say 30.
That's where we get spicy.
27.
36.
Got some variability going on.
Yeah, 30. I got 30 for sure. What is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say 36.
Wait,
Oh, I didn't hear. Mo, what'd you say?
30. 30.
30.
Did I say 27's too high? I'm going to change it.
Too late. You locked it in. You locked it in.
Bruh.
All of you,
All right.
all of you are way off. He's number 46. He's behind Lowry Markkinen and Jeremy
That's
Grant.
crazy. That's just not true.
Behind
behind
Markkinen
who?
and Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant. I mean,
And
Is
Lowry
this
Markkinen.
based on, if this is this has to be based off of this year because there's no way you'd put Jeremy over Edwards before this year.
Or fucking
Yeah.
Lowry, too. Fuck.
Yeah, I would say Lowry not true. Jeremy, I kind of get it because he's averaging like an efficient 23 and playing lockdown D, but I still think Ant is better even if Grant's maybe having a better season right now.
Yeah, 46 is wild. I'm very low on Anthony Edwards, but 46, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 40 is crazy as fuck.
Yeah. LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball
Okay,
hasn't
so
played for
That's
shit.
a complete. That's a so fucking wild card. He could be anywhere.
watch LaMelo be higher than Ant. I'm going to say 41.
Yeah, he could be anywhere from like 30 to fucking 70 in my mind, bro. So sweet spot.
70,
I'm gonna guess.
goddamn.
I'm gonna guess low and say he's 52.
I was gonna say
He's
something
48.
like 52. Hey, I didn't even.
I was not far. Mohammed didn't get a
I'm like,
chance
I
to
didn't get a
submit an
chance.
answer.
You got to be fast, man.
What was your guess gonna be? How? And
I was gonna
why?
say 50 something, so I was gonna be wrong regardless.
That's funny.
I was gonna say 48.
All right. Chris Paul.
Chris Paul been on 2 cans of ass. Holy fuck! I'm gonna go ahead and
Chris
say
Paul,
80.
Chris Paul, I'm going to say
80,
71.
Jesus.
We're going to disrespect Chris Paul.
Oh my god, 71.
Yeah.
We're going to disrespect Chris Paul today.
Yeah.
We're going to piss on Chris Paul.
He's been 2 cans of Kyle Lowry's ass. That's special here.
But we
cannot
also
put the ball
found
in the
out he's had 2
basket.
cans of Kim Kardashian's ass. So
Ah,
that makes
That's,
it number 20.
that's a W for him. I'm gonna say 61.
Oof. He's number 50. You guys are hating on the guy.
50. Whoa.
I
mean, he's been
barely
trash.
had him
He's been
inside my
trash.
top 50.
Yeah.
I think
50
I
is
had
so
him at
low.
48. So
honestly, Isaac, you were right.
can't score.
That Kim
He
Kardashian
can't
rumor
score the
was the
ball.
best thing to happen to him this entire season. That's the highlight of the
Kanye
season.
made Chris Paul's year.
it's distracting to the fact that he's averaging 9 points a game.
Yeah, he's trash.
You just don't move
That's
the same.
funny.
You don't look the same, bro.
I mean, he's still having a crazy assist to turnover season as he always does, but
That's about it. What about Kyrie Irving?
They probably hate on
Kyrie Irving. This is tough because
Very tough.
I'm
I'ma
gonna say
say-
35.
Nah, I think
that's
that-
pretty low.
I think
bruh.
they're hating. Let's say
I think they're hating.
I'm gonna say 49.
Woo,
Right above
that's
Chris
crazy.
Paul.
Damn.
You way off. I already know.
I feel like they.
As
I
long
feel
as
like
they're
they just
looking at
hate
it
him.
purely, as long as they're looking at it purely from his ability to score a damn basketball or like just play, when he actually shows up to his job, he does it pretty damn fucking well.
Yeah. We're talking
And
about
I
people
would
at the
say
Ringer
he's
here right
probably
now.
going to be ranked. Let's say, I mean, I don't know much about the Ringer, Are they more likely to be like biased because of his shit recently?
Get your guess off first, then we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'll say 25.
25. Y'all failed to account. You failed to account for the fact that Bill Simmons owns the Ringer, the biggest Kyrie hater in the world.
Yeah.
Kyrie's number 66.
Oh my god. 66?
Throw that list in the trash. Okay, wait.
Oh wow.
I think the list is basing off of value and impact to winning, so their logic is probably he doesn't play and he's like a wild card.
If you want to make the argument that he's like number 66 on the list of players you would want to have, I think maybe that's fair. But he's not the 66th most talented. That's for damn sure.
66?
Yeah. Even then,
like the fact that he's either constantly injured or causing problems in the media or causing problems in the locker room. I do think that Kyrie is slowly just becoming not even really worth it to have on your team. However, to suggest that he's the 66th best basketball player, whatever you said it was, is just not true. He just objectively is not.
Michael Porter Jr. is number 62. If we're talking about off the field issues, go ahead and Google Michael Porter Jr. vaccine. Like, what are we doing?
Oh man, 66 is that's some personal. That's some
crazy
personal right there, bro.
Well, I mean, you listen. They have both the anti-vaxxers in the 60s. Like they're kind of consistent.
So, bro, to have Kyrie at 66, there has to be some more issues with that. Fucking Kyrie must have fucked his wife or some shit, bro. On top of that, bro. On top of all
he left the Celtics, and Bill Simmons never forgave them.
Yeah, that's the jump.
All right, we can move on to the next TikTok. We got rid of that awful ass list. The top of it wasn't too bad, but 66. Yeah. Next one, we're gonna do an all-time draft of starting fives, but we're gonna mix it up the way we normally do. Since there's 4 of us, we're gonna do 2 teams of 2. So me and Donovan are one team, and then Mo and Jacob are the other team.
We're gonna kill.
And we're gonna do it. So we draft starting fives, and basically, person on each team takes turn picking. So like, I'll pick the first player, Don picks the second player for our team. I pick the third player, etc.
All right, so Jacob, we have to.
Am I allowed to collude with my teammate on what
you have to collude with your teammate? Yeah.
I don't know, because we don't necessarily value the same things.
Yeah, well,
I really care about defense and spacing the floor.
Listen, I just need the best player available. All right, fuck all that other shit.
Let's do no colluding with our team and see how that goes.
No colluding, okay. I'm a Christian.
No input.
Can I at least have the first pick between us?
Yeah, you can go first.
Yeah.
Me and you will go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You guys, you can have first pick of the draft. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say it.
So this is just an all-time draft. Anybody?
Yep, we're drafting starting fives.
I could be a real hater and draft Michael Jordan over LeBron just to piss off.
No, you could do it. Nah, do it. It's one of them two. I'm cool.
I think it'd be more fun to build a team. I feel well. I don't know. What's your guys' audience? Who's more likely to vote for the GOAT?
Don't tell them anything. Don't tell them a single thing.
This is a popularity contest that I'm trying to win.
Choose your fucking pick.
I'm gonna go with Michael Jordan.
Okay, I guess we gotta go LeBron.
Cool, Michael Jordan, LeBron. I'm gonna
be careful with who he's pairing with. Be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say the TikTok.
Make sure their skills are complementary.
Yeah. Cool.
Let me say the TikTok real quick while you think.
What if I was to nerf you and pick just the most random player and just become the biggest?
Dude, I want to tell you who to pick, but I'm not going to.
Let me say the hook real quick. Let's draft starting fives all time in pairs.
Cool.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, give me Magic Johnson.
Okay,
so you hate myself after that, bro.
Interesting pick.
He does hate himself. All right, I got 3 places that I can go. All right, I want Steph Curry on our team.
Yeah.
Oh, we got LeBron and Curry. Okay.
I fucking hate myself for that.
I will pick who I wish you had picked, which is Shaquille O'Neal.
Big ass team.
Okay.
Shaq has a top 5 peak. So.
Okay, well, I'll just pick the big with the better peak, and I'll pick Kareem.
Ooh.
I disagree.
Ooh.
Okay,
cool.
I wish I got Hakeem.
Sheesh.
We need some shooting, Mojo.
I know we need some shooting, but bro, at the end of the day, my team is my team, and we need some.
Who's that 7-footer who can tween hezzy splash? You familiar with him?
This is
You
colluding.
can pull up from.
This is
You can pull
colluding.
up from 30.
This is collusion.
Dude.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just referencing things.
I think he should pick James Harden.
Give me
now.
Larry
I think he's
Bird.
legally
Fuck that.
obligated.
Give me Larry Bird.
Fuck this.
Give me Larry Bird. Fuck that.
Hey Don, you know who to pick.
Hey, give me Kevin Durant.
Let's go.
This man hates. Oh my god, I cannot believe this shit.
Give me Larry Bird.
Let me think.
We got Magic.
It has
MJ,
to be someone
Bird,
who can shoot.
and
Magic
5.
can kind of shoot. MJ can't. Bird can shoot 3 a game. Like
You guys are cooked.
His 3 was not moving the needle like that. And you have Shaq at least who can dominate the paint so much. Who cares?
We need a sniper.
So I'm just gonna say fuck it and lean all the way into defense because there's no hope of saving the spacing.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna throw Tim Duncan in there.
Oof.
Oh,
Well, Don,
Take us
That's
home,
a
Michael.
hard. That's a
Don,
hard
you know,
team
you
to
know who
score
I'm
on.
picking.
Take
you
us
know who
home,
I'm picking to
Michael.
close our team. Don,
Do it.
give us Kobe Bryant. Give us Kobe Bryant.
I want to choke slam you right now,
You know what?
Jacob. You know that?
I should have
You
went
had
with
this is your
LeBron
fault, bro.
because
This is your fault, Mo.
No, it's not my fault. Absolutely not. What? I did the right thing. Are you kidding me right now?
Jacob said pick 7 feet hezzy tween, and you said let me go get Larry Bird.
I like Larry Bird better than Kevin Durant. Period.
He's not
With the
7
style of
foot
basketball
hezzy
that we're gonna play,
tween.
with the style of basketball that we're
directions.
gonna play, bro, he's gonna go ahead.
You went
and
off the
get more
game
than
plan.
three-
You played
three
ISO
numbers.
ball.
I'm
you
Kevin
sold.
Durant's biggest hater, and I suggested you.
You
get
fumbled,
Kevin
Mo.
Durant.
I'm not
This is
doing
your
that,
fault.
bro.
This is on you.
I'm not. Nope. I'm
He's
not
on you.
picking that. I'm not picking that. Actually, we should have.
So
picked
we got Steph. We got Steph, Kobe, KD, LeBron, Kareem. It's like arguably the best in
Oh
every
my
position almost.
god, we got cooked.
Yeah, this is your fault,
such a
Jacob.
better lineup.
This is what you do. This is what you do the first time you're on this pod. Fuck you, man.
I should have taken LeBron because you guys would obviously next take Mike, and then Muhammad would take Kobe instead of a dumbass pick like Magic.
I mean, I guess you could argue you have the GOAT point guard, you have the GOAT shooting guard, you have the GOAT power forward. You got 3 positions.
In my personal point of view, I think
fit well.
the best way to build a team is have a really great perimeter player and a really great interior player, and then just surround that with shooting.
Yeah.
So for me, like Mike, Shaq plus shooters,
Yeah.
that would be the best team ever.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. But this is a popularity contest, like you said. So you're going to be surprised how many people vote for you guys because
Yeah.
you have Jordan, Magic, and Shaq.
Bird.
Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be more split than it should be, even though our team would stomp yours out.
Nah, fuck you. Our team was.
Next segment we're going to do is something we started last week. It's a new favorite. We're going to play 20 questions. So we're going to do 2 rounds of it. We're going to think of an NBA player, and you guys have 20 questions to guess who it is. You can ask any questions you want, but they have to be yes or no.
Cool.
So
Wait.
I'll go first.
Okay. So who's
What is
gonna
it?
do? So it's you and Donovan. I'm assuming has another player.
Sure, or you can do it. I don't care. Let's just do 2.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, I'm thinking of my first player. You got 20 questions to guess the player I'm thinking of.
All right. Is he white? He's
I don't
half.
think no.
No. Does he have brown eyes?
No.
He doesn't have brown eyes.
I think so.
What you mean? Look, you
Yeah, I
trying to
think so.
sabotage me?
Do not ask me an eye color question. I won't fucking know.
All right. What's your
Fucking no.
question? Oh, we also have to keep track of the questions we ask too. So no.
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. I'm
dumbass
keeping
questions
track.
come
I'm
out.
keeping track. So wait. So Isaac said that he's white. Or you say he's
I
kind
didn't say
of.
that.
Say he's kind of white.
I said no.
Oh.
I said no. He's not white.
Okay.
Okay, not white. Not white. Brown eyes.
Sure, I'd assume so.
Okay. All right. Jacob, what's your question?
Yeah.
Oh, all of us are asking him? I thought. Okay.
All of us are.
Yeah, 20 combined.
Is he a backcourt or front court player?
Front court.
It's a front court.
All right,
player.
go Mo.
Okay.
You guys don't necessarily gotta take turns. You can just fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
keep in mind the 20 limit.
Fire yours,
Okay, I was
Donovan.
waiting for Mojo.
Yeah, now just keep in mind that you only have 20, so you don't want to like use 15 or
So
whatever. You know what I mean?
we're 4 in right now, right?
This next
in.
question is gonna be 4.
Okay.
Is this player like a star caliber guy?
I mean, you know who the player is. Do you think I'm gonna fucking pick Kawhi Leonard every time?
Okay, was he drafted after 2010?
Before 2010.
Was his primary team in the
man?
Western Conference?
So he's an old role-playing, you said front court?
And he's
Yeah.
black.
What'd you ask, Donovan?
I said, was his primary team in the Western Conference?
No.
Okay, so he's a forward/center who is older and a role player.
He's finna have Udonis Haslam.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
I'm taking
Wait,
that
did you
guess.
ask if
I'm taking that guess.
No.
Yeah, let's use it. Let's use it.
That's your
Are we
guess?
doing it?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'm gonna take it as a guess. Udonis Haslam.
No, it's not Udonis Haslam.
Fuck.
No, I did not like that guess.
Okay. Okay. Was he a good shooter for his position?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't think he shot at all, really.
Wow.
Okay, is he a forward or I guess, is he a forward?
No.
He's
Okay,
a
so
center.
this is a center then.
Okay.
It is an
Center in
older
the East.
center drafted pre-2010 who is not a star.
Was his primary team in the Atlantic Division?
Who's in the Atlantic Division?
Yeah.
Nets, Celtics, Raptors, Knicks. Nets,
Pacers?
Celtics, Raptors, Knicks, Sixers.
No, not the Atlantic Division.
Okay. Was he a pacer?
He was not a Pacer. That's so specific.
Fuck. Okay. How
many
many questions do you have
questions
right
do
now,
we
Donovan?
I don't know. I stopped keeping count. I forgot.
Oh, Jesus.
I forgot.
I think that's like 8 or 9.
All right, we'll go 9. So
Yeah, I
this
think-
this
we
is
need to be more deliberate with
so
these
this is
questions.
question 10. So look,
Is this player still in the league?
No.
Okay, I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all time.
Did you say it was all time? I didn't hear that shit.
okay, we have two
I don't know.
we have two divisions. What's his primary team in the Central Division, which is Bucks, Bulls, Pacers, Pistons, Cavs?
Yes.
This is Carlos Boozer.
This is not Carlos Boozer. I
Fuck,
said it's
he
a
was-
center.
he was
Keep
a
up.
star. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
No, on the Bulls he wasn't, but
All right.
Did he have
Pacers.
long hair?
did this?
All right, Pacers,
Yes.
Cavs.
What?
Wait, what'd you
Yes,
say?
he had long hair.
What are you? Oh.
Yes, he had long hair.
Yes. Exactly, Jacob. You get it?
All right, Pacers.
Fuck had long.
Oh, wait, no,
hair
not
playing-
That was a good question.
Cavs, Pistons, Bucks, and then who else?
He had
Bulls.
long hair and he was black, yo.
And what were the teams that he? One of the 4 teams that he would have played on?
He's either a Cav, a Piston, a Buck, or a Bull.
Is this? Could you? I have 2 things on
Is
my
this
mind.
Anderson Varejao?
Yeah.
This is Anderson Varejao.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Either him or Joakim. Yes, yes. I clutched that one for you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. And he is
I
not.
said it.
I clutched it.
Jacob called
I
it.
clutched
This
it
is
with
not
the hair
you.
question. I clutched it.
Nah.
I
Nah,
heard
it,
it.
Jacob-
it was the hair question that did it.
Okay.
It was the hair question that did it.
Yeah, that's mine. I eat that.
Okay. Who wants to do the second one, Mo or Donovan? We got to keep Jacob guessing.
I could
I'll
do
go.
it.
Okay, go ahead, Mo.
All right, go.
No, I'll give it to Donovan.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 5 seconds to think.
Okay.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi,
Mississippi.
5 Mississippi.
All right. I got it. Y'all like? Okay, I got it.
Cool.
Okay.
Y'all go
Say
ahead.
say the hook real quick.
All right.
Okay, front court or back
Hold
court?
on.
Wait. Let him
All
say
right.
the hook.
I got.
Or, sorry, I guess is he in the front court? I have to ask yes or no.
All right.
He's gonna-
All right.
Mm.
I have to do this hook, and it's terrible because I hate doing these.
He's so bad at saying TikTok hooks.
I'm
Yeah.
terrible at these TikTok hooks. All right, y'all have 20 questions to figure out this NBA player I'm thinking of.
Say it again, but say it was a conviction. You're trailing off
Yeah.
the end.
Ah!
It's awful. Ah. All right. Y'all have 20 questions to get this NBA player I'm thinking of.
Okay, there you go. That'll
There
do.
we go. It's awful. We gotta start doing this afterwards. I could just go through runs. But all right, start.
Okay.
Jacob, say it again, Jacob.
Is this a member? Is this player in the backcourt?
Backcourt.
Backcourt player.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
Yes. Backcourt.
Yes.
So this is a guard then.
Yes.
yeah.
Did this player
this
have
player-
the signature shoe?
No.
That's a good question.
Okay.
No. Kind of a
I
scrub.
ask if they're a star player first.
That eliminates
That's
like 10
more-
players ever. So thanks.
Yeah.
Is this
a
player
star
a-
player?
Is this player below 6'5"?
The player is not a star player, and he is below 6'5".
Okay, so it's probably more likely a point guard that's not a star.
Was he
okay.
drafted before 2010?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Not a star, small guy before 2010.
Was he a second rounder?
No, he went in the first round.
Okay.
He hesitated when about the draft date, so I'm guessing he's still in the league. So we don't gotta waste a question on that. I'm thinking he probably is. He was a first round guy.
Division questions were really helpful just to figure out what team.
Would you consider him a good shooter?
I wouldn't.
Okay. A non-shooting small guy.
So he's
a first round pick.
Wait, did we already clarify that he's a point guard, Isaac or Jacob, or not?
He's
a guard.
He's
Okay.
sub 6'4". I mean 6'4" or below.
6'4" and below.
Was he in the Eastern Conference?
Star level
Yeah.
guard.
Was his main team in the Eastern Conference?
No.
Okay, in the
Okay,
West.
So Western.
So he's in the West. Did he rock a headband for majority of his career?
No.
No.
These questions, man.
Bro, they helped me.
That's
out.
the ninth question.
Holy fuck!
I was thinking Rondo,
Yeah,
but then you
holy
said,
fuck! You're wasting my dumbass questions.
let's see.
Is this player more? Or is this an offensive-minded player?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so more offensive.
But he
than
also can't shoot,
defensive-minded.
so it's got to be like a slasher or a passer.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
listen,
good.
we're at 10 questions, and I'm feeling nice. You guys, like, once you guys figure out who this is, you guys are really going to hate me. So like you're gonna have to think.
Oh, this is bullshit. Did you say he's in the East or West? I forgot.
West.
He's in the West.
West.
Okay.
Is this Ricky Rubio? not a guess.
Oh, wait.
That'd be funny as hell.
Is he black?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck.
Okay.
So that
West?
eliminates 1% of the options.
It's 11.
Is he still playing
It's
today?
not Ricky Rubio.
Is he still in the league?
No.
Okay.
Fuck.
This is some bullshit. This is like
8 more
fucking
questions?
deep cut.
Yeah. It's a deep cut.
Would
Oh,
you
you
describe
motherfucker.
this player as a playmaker?
No, because he's not a
So he's just a
passer.
slasher. He can't shoot. He can't pass.
So he's not really a passer,
No.
passing type. You wouldn't think of him as a passer.
No.
So he's got to be a good
So,
finisher.
God
otherwise-
damn, he can't shoot. He's under 6'4". He can't pass. Those are like two of the
This
most
dude was
important skills
ass.
if you're under
Holy
6'4".
Is this
shit.
Bow Wow? Who is this player?
He wasn't a star level player.
No, not at all.
Okay, is he under? Is he? This is a bold question, but it might answer it. Is he under 6 foot?
No.
Fuck.
How many questions do we
So
have
he's
left?
between 6.
Y'all have 6 questions left.
Jacob, I'm gonna slap
Fuck.
you. What the fuck, man? You're burning my
I
shit.
really thought. I thought like maybe Nate Robinson or something.
No, it's in the
Has
West.
he ever won a champ? Has he won a championship?
Yes.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a great question. He's won a championship. Wow. Okay.
Oh, he's not a
Is it
playmaker.
Derek Fisher?
What?
I was thinking Matthew Dellavedova.
No, Derek
but
Fisher
he's
could
not black.
shoot.
He's
Derek
not black.
Fisher could shoot.
True.
Yeah, I thought Derek Fisher too.
Yeah, Derek Fisher can shoot.
He's between 6'1". Should we find out if he's a point guard? I feel like that might be 50% of the options.
I don't know that moves much of a needle for me.
I think he
I
was
don't think
definitely a
does.
point guard.
Yeah.
If he was that short.
Honestly, it really doesn't matter either because it's a guy who's a finisher but can't shoot, can't do
Wait.
anything.
Is it Monte Ellis?
No.
Damn.
Damn.
Four
I
questions.
really
Four
thought
questions
that was
left.
it.
4 questions
Yo,
left.
we're not
I
gonna
was
get this.
so confident.
Yeah,
in that.
we're
was
listen.
so
We're coming
confident.
down to it, and now that we're at the last 4
Hey,
questions,
hey.
I feel
Is
bad.
this Norris Cole? Is this
No.
Norris Cole?
No.
No, it's in the West. Oh my
Western
god.
Conference,
Fuck.
bro.
Fuck.
Three
I'm gonna
questions left.
choke you guys
I
out
feel
right
kind
now.
of bad,
You guys are
but this is
blowing it
also
for me
kind
right
of
now.
funny for me.
Monte Ellis was a good guess.
That was good. That was good. But Norris Cole? Are you kidding me right now, Isaac? Are you for real right now? More Norris? Jeez.
No,
Okay.
no. Monte Ellis has never won a championship.
Wait, yeah, I forgot about that
Yeah.
part of it.
I was
Norris
so
Cole
pissed
fits
at
every description. Norris Cole fits everything but the West. a good guess.
Okay, I need a damn minute here.
Okay.
He's in between 6'1" and 6'4".
He's not good at anything.
Guard in the Western Conference who can't shoot and can't pass, so presumably is a slashing scorer of some point.
Yeah.
Because Donovan also said that he was an offensive-minded player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about every championship team. He's not in the league anymore. He had to think about was he drafted before 2010, so maybe it was like mid to late 2000s.
That's the next question we should ask.
What?
I want to know.
What's the question?
Yeah, what question?
I'm
Are you
consolidating with my teammates right now. I want to know. I want to get closer to his draft year because that'll help.
I'm a be real. Like, I don't think you would know the specifics of the draft year.
Oh my god!
Some old fuck. It was like someone from the 70s.
Is that it?
No, that's not a question. That's not a question.
Wait. Okay. Did this player
He was talking to me,
play
Donovan.
in my
He was talking to me.
lifetime? Did this player play in my lifetime, which is after the year 2000, as much as people like to make
Yes.
old jokes? Okay.
2 questions
do that.
left.
I assume like an early 2000s player.
He was drafted. I think he was drafted in the mid 2000s. He probably won a championship around 2010.
All
He's not in
right,
the
now
league
we
anymore.
gotta throw some names out there.
No,
So-
wait.
So think about every championship team. The Heat, there's no really guards that fit the description. The Mavs.
I want to. Shit.
Yeah.
I assume he's not talking about Jason Kidd.
I can't imagine he is.
Could he be talking about? No, Jason Terry could shoot.
I feel bad because this is really like some.
You
crap.
did it so
I feel
dirty.
bad now that we're here. I set you guys up for failure.
Is this okay? Is it somebody who doesn't? It's probably somebody who doesn't fucking play. It's probably bullshit.
Is it?
Never mind.
I would hope it's a semi-recognizable name. I think he'd be nice enough for that.
Apparently he's feeling bad about it, so it might not be.
Okay.
I mean, no. The name is recognizable. Like when I say it, you guys are gonna.
Shannon Brown.
It's Shannon Brown.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
It's Shannon Brown.
You
What?
fucking motherfucker.
Jacob
Holy
is nice.
shit.
Jacob
You
is
put
nice.
Shannon
That's
Brown
crazy.
there? Yo, you
It's
clutched
Shannon
that
I
Brown.
hate
out,
you
Jake.
so much.
I
Wow.
was gonna say Shannon Brown's like 6'4" or 6'3", 6'4". He's super athletic and definitely offensive leaning, but can't shoot.
Yeah.
And he was a champion because he won with the 9 and 10
Yo,
Lakers.
This guy knows ball.
That's
definition.
crazy.
This guy knows ball. That's crazy.
Yeah, you're in the
I'm
trenches.
really proud of myself.
You're in
You
the
guys,
trenches.
I thought you guys were going to
Well,
narrow it down once you started saying like, "Oh, we need to ask the division." I was waiting for one of those division questions to come in, and then maybe like you guys narrow it down there.
Jesus
But
You're the
Christ.
division
that was
guy, though.
clutch.
Yeah.
I will
Damn.
say the 2010 Lakers are one of my favorite teams ever.
Same here.
And it's the team that I played with in 2K the most. So like I know Shannon Brown.
He knows Shannon Brown when he heard.
We got 2 more TikToks to get to. We're at an hour and a half.
The
Let's
amount
fly
of
through these.
ridiculous alley oops that guy has caught for me in 2K.
Shit.
That's funny. We're gonna shift to something more funny. We're gonna rate some NBA league fits or like a versus. Jake, can y'all click that link I sent in the Zoom chat
But
and then scroll to the bottom and look at these pictures of these league fits?
I'm still stunned that Jacob got Shannon Brown on
That's
19.
ridiculous. That's crazy.
holy shit, bro.
Y'all let me know which one of these NBA fits was better. Is that weird?
Okay.
Y'all let me know which one of these NBA fits was
Oh
better.
my god.
Kyle Kuzma or Miles Turner?
We got the big sweater
I
off.
hate them both.
I'm gonna
Kuzma's
say
better.
Kyle Kuzma's is better because
Kyle Kuzma's
it's
definitely
it's
better.
cleaner.
more iconic, and I could see
If
people
you-
ripping this.
If you shrunk Kyle Kuzma's sweater and made it a normal size sweater, that'd be an actually good fit.
Yeah.
If
Facts.
those ridiculous ass sleeves were normal size for Miles Turner, that's still an ugly ass fit.
Yeah.
What is
Miles
his
Turner
pants?
looks like those fucking blow up things that they have outside of car dealerships that are all floating around.
Yeah.
Miles Turner looks like he saw Kyle Kuzma do that and said, "I need to do that myself," and then just
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
But worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, just couldn't
Yeah,
put it on.
Miles Turner is not known for any type of drip at all on
What
that.
in God's name is Serge Ibaka wearing?
Hold
Or
on.
any type of Riz. Next one. Harden or Serge Ibaka?
Harden by a mile.
Serge
that Harden
Ibaka
fit's actually nice.
Yeah, Serge Ibaka looks like a failed lumberjack.
Both of these fits are trash. Both of these fits are trash.
This is a mid-off.
I think Harden's fit is hard.
James Harden has the Miami like 2-piece I'm going out, and then put on this like 50-year-old white woman zippered leather jacket over it. It looked like he was playing dress up. I don't like that.
What are you trying to say?
I don't
that leather jacket with shorts that match the top. I think you deserve jail time.
That's
I don't have that, but I have that leather jacket but black. All right, what are you trying to say, man?
Listen, I
think you probably think you're the devil's worst
you can take that how you will.
Wait,
you can take that how you will. Nah, but Serge's fit is trash though. That's
I love Serge Ibaka. I cannot condone the jeans with the jean shorts over it. This is atrocious. It's disrespectful to humanity.
I just realized he had jean shorts over that, bro. That is insane. Yeah, no, bro.
This ruins LeBron's legacy.
I thought it was some tights under it, bro. I thought it was some tights under it. This is
he wearing a one piece? This is crazy.
This last one is bananas.
This ruins the legacy of anybody who's ever teamed with Serge Ibaka.
Yeah. Fucking Giannis saw that picture and started fucking spazzing on him. Call that boy a role player.
Yes. Kawhi Leonard will never be the same.
Yeah.
I straight up think Harden's outfit is the only good one of all of these. I like it.
I think it had the most potential, but it's on the same level of trash as everything else.
All right, what about Tim Duncan versus LeBron James? Throwbacks.
This is a crime.
Tim Duncan looks like a normal ass dude. Stop.
I can't believe we ever lived in an era where this was acceptable.
Which one?
Both of them. They're so baggy, man.
Stop.
I know that was the look. I know it was, but it looks like
I don't know.
shit.
Tim Duncan is doing Tim Duncan. Nah, Tim Duncan is just doing Tim Duncan. LeBron walked into Express and said, "Give me the worst shit you have."
Bro, LeBron thought he was doing something. That's the real issue. He thought he was him. He was like, I'm finna kill him. I'm finna be all over league fits.
Yeah. You know what he's dressed like?
This finna land me my next Express endorsement. No, none of that, bro.
He looks like he's about. Why is he wearing black rubber gloves too?
That's what I'm saying. He just put up, man. Bro, he got dressed in the dark. Like it looks like he looks like. Bro, LeBron looks like the high school players when they have to dress up on game day. That's what he looks like. He looks like a 17-year-old high school basketball player.
Bro.
I was gonna say it looks like he's about to pull up to his senior prom.
This is awful.
Bro, he went to the mall, walked into Buckle, and just said, "Fuck me up."
Yeah, fuck me up.
He's blowing a bag at Fossil.
The problem with Tim Duncan's like fit though is it's not a fit. Like that's just casual around the house clothes.
Yeah,
he got his MVP and started grilling afterwards.
Like I can't imagine showing up to win one of the most prestigious awards in your job, like the most prestigious individual award, and you're wearing board shorts.
That's so hard.
He has his toes out, Jacob. His toes are out.
Yeah, he's stuck in it with
for free.
Imagine having the grippers out when you're winning MVP.
This is terrible. He should have been suspended.
He should have been delegated to the G League.
I'm taking that trophy back. Show up in his suit.
I think he deserves the same suspension Ron Artest got for the Malice in the Palace.
Oh,
Can you imagine
a whole
like
year.
what, especially like because David Stern like tried to stop the whole fashion movement from happening in the league that AI sparked.
Yeah, he hated black people.
Can you imagine how he, the like most like suit and tie guy ever, felt when Tim Duncan showed up in that outfit for the MVP?
He must have thought that was worse than 9/11, bro. When he saw that outfit on Tim Duncan,
bro, he was saying mad slurs
what have I done,
head,
bro?
You know it. No, he was slurring him up in his head.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Slurring him up
is a crazy statement.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man. That was great.
Outfits are crazy.
Dude was in his slur bag.
He was putting up a fucking 60-point triple-double for slurs.
Damn, Wilt numbers. Holy
He
shit.
was creating slurs for the Virgin Islands. All right, we got one more segment. We're going to get a little more sensational with this, some clickbaity shit going on. I'm going to name some players. Actually, let me just go into it. Who's better, current day Giannis or prime Kevin Garnett?
Current day Giannis. Whoa.
Really
That's close, though.
This is tight.
That's
This is close as
close.
fuck.
I said that way too fast, but I'm still going to stick with Giannis.
Kevin Garnett has a better mid-range game. I'd argue he's a little bit better of a playmaker.
Is he at
Giannis
this
has
point, though?
more
Giannis'
creating
playmaking is
ability
pretty
from
high
the
level.
perimeter. They're both pretty fucking great, but like
Yeah, it's splitting hairs.
like Kevin Garnett had like a nasty pull-up though.
Yeah.
Like playmaking is also creating your own shot, and he was more of a shot creator than But
but
Giannis is more unstoppable in the paint. Is the thing?
Yeah,
Like,
and it's easy to forget that Giannis is like KG's up there, but Giannis is like the single best ball handling big we've ever seen. Like, it's easy to forget that he's a big.
Defensively, I think they're very similar as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Giannis just because the scoring is a little bit self-created scoring. I know he doesn't have the shot making, but at the rim, I'm gonna give it to him a little bit.
I think I might go
I'll
KG.
give Kevin Garnett psycho points.
That's funny. What about Dwayne Wade?
It's Giannis. It's
Giannis.
Giannis. I hate to say it because I love Dwayne, but it's Giannis.
I think both of them are better than Dwayne. So yeah.
Giannis,
No argument for me.
Yeah,
that hurts.
What about Dirk Nowitzki?
Giannis.
Giannis
doesn't play defense.
Yeah, Giannis. All
right.
This is easy.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to see where your head's at. I'm with it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. What about Kevin Durant? What about Kevin Durant?
This
is a tough one. Let me hear it.
Villain ass laugh, Jacob. Holy shit.
My hating ass just got a big ass grin on my face. Kevin Durant. I have seen Giannis win a championship as, without a doubt, the only superstar player on his team.
Get in your bag, Jacob. Get in your bag. Get in your Kevin Durant hating bag, because we're there. We're there together.
Yeah, I've always thought he was overrated, even before like recent shit where it's become popular to like dunk on the guy.
Yeah,
like I was never
it's
like
a hater
white,
hipster.
So I was the hater hipster. I've been hating on Kevin Durant since before you kids even knew who he was. But like I've always detested, like, especially as someone who is a big fan of Zach LaVine. So many people make the argument where they're like, yeah, he can score, but then what? They would say that shit about Zach all the time to almost imply that he was like a garbage player. Yeah. Meanwhile, like Kevin Durant has at times been a good defender and at times been a good playmaker, but he's not great at those aspects of the game.
Exactly.
And has only sometimes been great at those aspects of the games.
Late career KD's been a good defender, but he's not quite the scorer he once was. Can't get to the rim anymore. If he's a better passer now, like none of these things happened at the same time.
In the top 15 players that have ever played this game, Kevin Durant is the least capable all-around player.
Ooh, is Giannis in there?
I love this. This man is spitting.
If we're just talking about peaks, Giannis might be in there, but like almost every other player is like either a generational playmaker or a generational defender on top of being a generational bucket getter.
Keep going.
Yeah, you could definitely
keep going.
Yeah, people aren't going to like that because people are going to say you can't shoot, but Giannis is definitely a generational scorer. That's pretty undeniable, and obviously a great defender.
And, dude, people get so hung up, and this is a huge reason why I think Kevin Durant is often overrated. They get so hung up on what move is prettier, or like who can do more things. If you can get me 30 on 63% true shooting like Giannis can, who gives a fuck if he did it prettier?
They think that the better players who can like do more things like we're stacking 2K ratings.
I'm gonna have to push back on that a little bit. we split. Oh, we split there.
I also think there is like an importance in having the versatility, so it's harder to stop you for sure. Mm-hmm. And obviously Kevin Durant is a better scorer than Giannis. But it's not like the gap is as huge as people think it is just because Kevin Durant can do a tween hezzy splash.
Yeah. The gap defensively is much bigger than the gap offensively, I think.
Yeah,
what was your split, I want to hear that.
Giannis is a generational defender.
Jacob cleared it up. I do think that there is some value to having a quote-unquote bag and being able to have multiple spots, being able to score in different ways. And I think Kevin has that over Giannis, and so like when we're talking about scoring, that's where I think that obviously like Kevin surpasses Giannis. So that's where my split was. But I think for everything else, we're on the same page.
Let me take this as well to the example of like that Bucks versus Nets series. Everybody was like so much making the argument of like Kevin Durant was like outperforming Giannis there just in the scoring department, but it's like if you look at the stats, it was a couple more points on like I think a slightly worse efficiency. It was like 2 or 3 more points a game. So I'm like, did Kevin Durant have a so much better series because he hit more jump shots? And
literally, it's it.
Like ultimately, when I say, "Hey Giannis, go get me a bucket," or "Hey Durant, go get me a bucket," in that series, they both accomplished that feat pretty much evenly. similar amount of points, similar amount of efficiency. At the end of the day, that's what matters. And I think the difference in way we evaluate players just based on them being able to score in a few different ways. Like, I think that same thing about when people say Kevin Durant's the greatest scorer of all time. I think it is unequivocally Michael Jordan. And the only difference is Kevin Durant can shoot threes better, but that's the only difference.
Yeah. Yeah,
in your bag. In your bag.
For like, days. Damn. Yeah, I love it. Listen, this is the end of the episode.
9 scoring titles. Kevin Durant has 3.
He has 4. Listen, 4 straight.
Let me hear it.
4. Still.
The 9's a bigger number than 4. True. Listen, I think we could rattle off a lot more names than just Michael Jordan if we're talking best scorers of all time above KD. I'll leave it at that.
But anyways, yes, I do think peak Giannis is probably a little bit better than peak Kevin Durant. But I say that knowing damn well the 2014 Kevin Durant is the craziest thing 14-year-old me has ever seen.
Yeah, maybe I'm with you. Maybe I could talk myself into Giannis, but I'm gonna regret it for the same reason. KD's still KD.
Yeah,
I feel like either way, if you make that decision, I don't know how this even works, but you make that decision, but then after the fact, the other options out there, you'd be like, damn. That other option was nice, though.
Yeah. Either way, 50% of the comments are going to cook you because they both make total sense.
At this point, I've fully received the label of Durant hater, so it's nothing I'm not used to. I'm fine with it.
All right, well, I think that's the end of the episode. It's probably our longest episode ever. You were in your bag with KD talk. I love it.
Absolutely, yeah.
It was great.
That's what Jacob was doing.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Again, appreciate you coming on. It was a good episode.
Yeah.
And
it was fun.
That's the end of the show.
See ya.